Okay, so good news is chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 and 12 are finished. Okay, so I am going to start new chapter which is from unit 3, the world of the living, which is chapter 7, living and non-living. So unit 1 complete, food, in which 2 chapters are there. Unit 4 complete, only 1 chapters are there. Unit 5 complete, only 1 chapters are there. Unit 2 having 4 chapter, 3, 4, 5, 6, in which 3 and 4 are complete. So half unit 2 complete. Let us move to unit 3, finish this unit also. At least half portion of this unit means in this unit, unit 3, chapter 7, 8, 9, 10 are there. So we have to target 7 and 8. Okay, so just we have to focus on these things, whatever the little units are there. Just finish it. Large unit, just finish half. Okay, so at the end of September we have to cover half portion of this syllabus, okay, of this book. Okay, so let us proceed to new chapter, which is chapter 7, okay, living and non-living, page number 71. Very interesting chapter. Living and non-living, which is chapter 7. Okay, I am going to start. Living and non-living. Many things that we see around us every day are living. Or were once alive. But what does it mean to be living? All the animals and the plants that you see around you are living. Other objects that you notice every day, such as car, rocks, bricks, buckets, bottle, etc., are non-living things. Things such as furniture, cricket bats, hockey sticks, cocks are made up of wood. You can call them dead things through the trees from which the wood was taken to make these things was once living. Common features of living and non-living things. All living and non-living things are made up of matter. One common things between living and non-living is they all are made up of matter. You have already read the matter occupy a space and has mass. Thus all living and non-living things have mass and occupy a space. Another common feature between living and non-living things is that they are made up of a structural unit. In non-living things, like a chalk can be broken into a smaller and smaller particle unless and until a smaller piece of the chalk. Okay, so a chalk is a non-living thing which made up of a small tiny particles of chalk, and the living things are made up of a small unit which is known as cell. The structural unit of living things is a cell. Cell varies in size and shape, and this is the different kind of cell in the body of the living thing. Cell has been seen under a microscope. You can see figure 7.1. okay, cells are look like this way. Okay, see figure 7.1. This figure 7.1 in an onion peel as seen under a microscope. Differences between living and non-living things. You will be able to observe some differences such as movement, intake of food, excretion and respiration quite easily. We normally recognize living things by its activities such as walking or running. But a robot can also walk. On the basis of walking, we can say robot is also a living thing. But robot is not a living thing. How we say whether a thing is living or non-living? All living things have common characteristics that are not present on non-living things. Let us study some of the features of living things. Living things means both plants and animal. Okay. See, characteristics of living things. Several living things move. You can see animal moving. They move around in a search of food or shelter, or in the protest of enemies. Beside their body parts move the different ways. Plants do not move around in a search of food and shelter. However, you can observe the movement of plant when you touch the leaves of the touch-me-not plant and the sunflower as it turns the face the sun. Similar, the kind of movement is also visible in the leaves of orchid tree and the flowers of lotus and the lily. Okay, so the movement of sunflower is seen in a day, how the direction of sunflower changes when the direction of sun changes. You can also see the movement in touch-me-not plant. You can also see in a leaf of orchid tree and the flower of lotus bloom, open, close, open, close. Okay, so these also show the movement of plants. As you have seen, some living, non-living things can move too, but they do not have other characteristics present in living things. We see like robot is a non-living things that can move too, but they do not have other characteristics present in living things. So we cannot say every moving elements, every moving things are living things. Okay, so next topic we will discuss in next lecture. Please read this chapter, chapter 7. And one more thing that I want to tell you, please focus on the revision of previous chapter. If you don't do this, syllabus is going on. So when syllabus is over, you come in trouble. So please revise each and everything, whatever I taught you. Please increase the duration of your self-study. I hope you understand my feeling. I hope you understand my things, what I want to tell you. You all are good. You all are intelligent. So take advantage of free time and must on your self-study. Thank you.